What's good, my man of society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Loke, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, what I wanted to talk about was actually about respect. It's something that you hear a lot of rappers, even people on YouTube, and certain individuals out there always use, and it's the one thing that people always want to obtain or look to obtain or crash out for, right? Just to fit this, I guess, persona, right? In They do it in order to get respect, right? Is the reason why they tend to do it, because they don't know what respect is, right? They confuse fear for respect. They confuse um, you know, being mocked as respect. They don't know that people are, baiting them or egging them on, right? They really do believe that these people actually do believe their tales, not knowing that they're just looking to see them crash out, right? So a lot of individuals out here, tend to do and say a lot of stupid shit, right? Uh, Looking to get respect, right? But you don't obtain respect by insulting people. You don't obtain respect by dissing individuals or smashing on them or bringing harm to anything of that matter, right? Any form of violence, you're never gonna get respect like that. You can't beat respect. You can't beat the respect out of somebody for them to give it to you. That's just not how it works. You know what I mean? Um, Individuals, I guess they've been watching too many movies, and that tends to happen. You see it happen more with children. Children don't know how to express themselves, right? So you see more children doing that, like when they're amongst their friends at school, or maybe their younger cousins or their cousins in general, right? They tend to want to show off, right? So they'll start to do things just to get their attentions, right? Like, oh man, I'm tired from hitting nothing but threes yesterday, or I don't know, like, you know wrestling and beating like five homies or some shit like that, right? But like some form of exaggeration, right? Or from playing the new game that just came out that hasn't even came out yet, or some shit like that, right? But kids don't know how to separate the two, right? They're still learning, right? As they grow. So this is a technique that you see, kids tend to do more often than not, right? And when you don't have parents there to, provide good morals and good lessons, right? These individuals carry that type of behavior onto adulthood, right? So, they tend to, show the similar behavior, right? You might have individuals kicking it, right? You might have some homies kicking it, right? And all of a sudden, the homie would just start talking about some random shit that off topic, right? About how he beat up like six dudes and he shot at them and something like that, just because he's trying to get the girl's attention because he's looking to impress her. So he starts talking about some irrelevant shit, right? A lot of males, tend to do that, right? It's kind of like one of their tricks that they like to do, right? They want to show off in front of the girl, right? So they'll create this or start talking about some, way off shit, right? Throwing everybody else off, right? But men have this, code of, so like if they know that he's trying to get the girl's attention, they might play along or whatever the fuck, right? Um, but like I said, because they don't know how to conversate, they don't know how to approach the girl and have conversations. They don't know how to carry a conversation. That's why they still do it like children, right? Um, and there's no shot. I mean, that's just human behavior. So you see this happen a lot with a lot of individuals. So that's why you see individuals come on here and thinking by them insulting or talking that they'll be able to get the respect out of individuals, but respect doesn't come from your words, it comes from your actions, right? People gain people's respect from the actions that they do. You know what I mean? What good is somebody always saying good things and all this and that if he never does good things and all he ever does is, snake moves and shiesty moves? Then what good is saying all those good things if he's, going to do the opposite? What really matters is what you're doing, not what you're saying. You know, you can tell a girl that you love her, but if you never show it, what good is that? You get what I mean? They're empty words. Um, And that's one of the things that now with social media, that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to gain people's respects by just saying stuff, right? But those are just words. If you don't live what you're speaking, then it's irrelevant at the end of the day. Then what does it matter? You get what I mean? So you threatening people or this is and that will never gain you no type of respect. As a matter of fact, it's going to do the opposite. But people think just because gangsters who are rappers, right, or the rappers that are gangster, whatever, how they get respect, that they try to do the same thing, right? But not knowing that, don't get it confused just because somebody likes their music or something like that, that they actually respect the individuals or how they live, right? It's people don't know how to separate the two, right? So they automatically assume that these people have respect because of the shit that they talk or the shit that they rap about. When in all true reality, who's saying that anybody respects these individuals? They just like their music. You know what I mean? And I think people just don't know how to read scenarios, so they rush to conclusions, right? And they think by imitating, mimicking, or whatever the fuck, that they'll gain the same type of respect. But it's not how the world works, right? you know and like I said, as long as you respect yourself and you know what it is, then you shouldn't be concerned about how people view you at the end of the day, because they're not walking in your shoes, only you are, right? So what does it matter how people view you, right? As long as you're happy and how you live and who you are, then everybody else's opinion on you is irrelevant, right? You'll get the respect. You don't have to demand or keep searching for it, or try to make it happen. Respect is something that happens organically. People gain people's respects just by interactions, and like I said, conversating and living life, right? Not by this individual constantly trying to persuade them to see them some type of way. Because you'll never gain respect that way. Because anybody right here could say whatever the fuck they want. You truly don't know the individuals, you know? So, that's a con man's game, like I said. They're looking to con an individual, get them to see them some type of way for whatever reason that they, or motive that they have up their sleeves. Because there's always a catch. You know what I mean? Even on here, right? For views or monetizing or for whatever reason, right? But like I said, gaining something by lying or faking or portraying, that will never, even if it does able to get you respect or what people think is respect, it's only for a short time until the truth comes out and you come crashing down. Then you'll never gain respect. It's gonna be 30 times harder. If you thought it was harder before to get respect, ooh, bro, good luck then after that, right? Because now people don't know if you're lying or conniving and shit like that. That's why it's not good to do that. Because then you're gonna like the little boy that cried wolf, or if you keep lying, then when it does happen, people are not gonna believe you. Right? You only have yourself to blame. There's lessons in all those tales that they used to say, right? They tell them like that way kids understand, to try to understand the concept behind things, right? Of how it's not good to favor like the turtle and the hare, right? It's not, you living fast, but you pace yourself, you can see that you could, finish on top at the end, right? But overall, that's just my point of view on respect, right? I think people get it twisted on what respect is or how to obtain it, right? It's something that just happens organically, not something that you constantly have to be out there trying to get people to give you, right? If they give you respect, they give you respect, and then that's how you truly earned it, but not by you trying to come on here and persuade people or beg people, as you can say. But I'm just saying that's just my opinion overall on respect. Shadow, we out.